Bold takes.
If they don't make it to the finals, then this might be one of the biggest L's in NBA history.
Hot topics.
He literally won a championship. Were you guys not watching the last 6 years of this guy's career?
The best analysis.
I don't think the team is good enough right now to compete with the real contenders in the West.
This is the Full Court Report.
And we're back.
Oh, yeah.
Another episode of the Full Court Report. Episode number 3 of the 2026-2027 NBA season. How you fellas doing?
Pretty great.
Yeah, pretty good, Jorie. How about yourself?
You know, the summer, I think, has finally concluded with the news that we received this past Friday. And I don't know. Part of me makes me happy. That makes me sad. I don't know. But we got the LeDecision. I tried to say that. The LeDecision. Yeah. Like I said, this past Friday, LeBron James, he's announced his long-awaited free agency decision as he has signed a 2-year, $8 million contract with the Philadelphia 76ers. I think obviously we have a lot to talk about, but I will say I think I went to a LeBron, the one and only game I've ever watched LeBron was in Philadelphia when he was a member of the Heat. So I think that was pretty cool. But now you might be able to see him 41, probably not 41 games. That guy plays every home game. But, you know, he's on the East Coast. He's back in the East. I don't know, man. This was crazy. Obviously, LeBron dragged it out as long as he possibly could. Adam Silver was getting on this guy's case, saying like, hurry up and make a decision so we can do the schedule. You had Bob Myers, who was I think he's like the president of the company that owns the Sixers, went on Rich Paul's podcast and basically pitched LeBron, hey, come to Philly, which is crazy in what's going on here in 2026. But anyway, he's a member of the Sixers, and I don't know, this might be the greatest team of all time.
Slow our roll there, right? Real quick.
But no, let me ask you guys this. Justin, we can start with you because apparently you don't think Philly's doing anything. You got all your Knicks gear on here. Obviously, you're going to defend the defending champions. But do you think Philadelphia was LeBron's best chance to win his 5th title?
On paper, perhaps. You know, they got arguably the greatest starting five the sport has ever seen. But I don't know. A lot of health issues over there in Philly. Perhaps a lack of defense issue in Philly. I've been seeing all the rumblings on, social media that Philly's got no defense. But I don't know. I still think that Cleveland would have been a better pick. It kind of would have been a little funny going back to Cleveland, a second time, third stint with one team in a career is, it's kind of funny. But the main reason for me, if I was LeBron, I would have just, I would have been able to retire a Cav. Like that would have just been sick, dude. Would have just been a nice, a nice ending to a great story. And number one option scorer, Donovan Mitchell, all-star level veteran, James Harden, 2 defensive-minded big men, good rim runners, all that. They still got a good roster construction, and LeBron would slide in at that small forward spot perfectly, in my opinion. But yeah, like the title says, Philly ain't doing nothing. I mean, Knicks are running it back. They got a good little team, but we ain't worried about that.
What do you think, Tobe? Another member of the Atlantic Division.
Yeah. I completely understand the decision by LeBron. I mean, if I were in LeBron's shoes, and obviously there's a lot more that goes on in the background that we probably don't know of. I think the choice for me would have been Cleveland as well. Like Justin said, would have been nice storybook ending to, uh, kind of like full circle finish where you started off the city that you brought a championship to, and that means so much to you. I think at this point it's very clear that he's like almost 100% just focused on winning another championship. I don't think this year will be, and I don't think he chose the 76ers for any kind of, extra stat padding or anything like that. And, I don't disagree with it. I mean, if you're trying to win a championship, they just got Jaylen Brown. They did pretty good last year. They lost to the Knicks in the playoffs. But I think maybe he just figured, this would be the best fit for him. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, like I said, I don't disagree with the decision. Wouldn't have been my first pick if I was LeBron James, but I can't really, you know what I mean? I'm not LeBron, so I think the choice works, and we'll see how it plays out.
So do you think LeBron's a difference maker for the 76ers then, Tobe?
Yeah, 100%. He's a difference maker. I'll get into it in a little bit, but he's going to have a big impact on that team. I don't know stats wise what he's going to be putting up. He's probably honestly going to be like a third or fourth option. So I think he's just there more so as like a player coach. He has so much basketball IQ. He knows every single play. He knows what all the other defenses and offenses are doing. So in that sense, he's going to have a huge impact as far as him being, the number 1 or 2 option. Realistically, I don't see that happening. But regardless of whatever team he went to, he's going to have a big impact, strictly on the basketball side of things.
Yeah, I can't lie. I think it would have been nice to see LeBron end his career on the Cavs where he started. The kid from Akron. Looking back on it, like it would have been cool. I'd seen some stuff where he was interested in Golden State, and a lot of people wanted him to go to the Warriors. But to me, him going to play with Steph after the battles and stuff that they've had would be a bigger blemish on his legacy than him going to the Sixers. Like, people think it's like a super team, but the Knicks are loaded. You got to compete.
Yeah.
And I think that if he had gone to the Knicks or something, he might have had a better chance at winning, but that would have been like a lot cheaper. Would have been a lot less of a respectable ring than if he goes to the. I mean, the Knicks are just coming off a championship win. Like, I saw LeBron was saying he always wanted to play for the Knicks and maybe even would have gone there if they didn't win this year. But fresh off a championship, he can't go to New York. Sixers are probably the next best thing. The team's just forming. They just got Jaylen Brown for a bag of chips. Makes sense. I'm not mad at it. Look, go about to chase ring number 5. If he wins this chip, there's no debate.
No. There's still a debate. There's still a debate.
I mean, he's already leading the league in all-time points. What else does he have to do?
I mean, they could win a chip. They could have probably won a chip without him, if I'm being honest with you. I think once they got Jaylen Brown, they were in, top contention in the East. So
who is the projected power forward before LeBron?
Probably like Dean Wade, who they signed this year.
I mean,
Kelly Oubre.
Solid piece. That's a solid
D Wade or LeBron?
Is
That's
Kelly
a real
Oubre
debate.
still around?
I
Is
think
Kelly Oubre still playing on the Sixers?
I think so,
I
right?
forget. I'm pretty sure he left.
I certainly don't know.
Think.
As I was gonna say, Kelly Oubre, dude, he played good in Philly. If he's not there anymore, dude, he had a nice little stint there in Philly. You gotta give it to him.
Yeah,
I think people are going to be surprised though. Like, people are expecting LeBron to be like the third or fourth option, but I still think he's going to have like an insane impact on the Sixers.
Nah,
Like,
insane
just
impact.
Like a playmaking perspective, he's going to get so many people easy buckets. I would
That guy
not be
LeBron's gotta
surprised
have
if
like
that guy was like averaging like 9 assists a game.
I was just about to say, dude, he's about to have like a John Stockton type season. Guy's just gonna have like 12 assists a game.
Nah, I don't know about that. Everybody's got to chill out a little bit. I think it's
You
going to
haven't
be a
even-
lot less than people would
No.
think.
I don't I
And
don't
what
think
is
we
that?
I don't think we've even seen the best of LeBron's playmaking abilities, Toby.
Facts.
I don't know if you could do that at like 42 years old though.
La point forward. He could do it at any age.
I mean, in 2020, I think the year they won the title, he led the league in assists, which was like kind of like he was basically the point guard. I think they had Rondo on that team also, but he was like coming off the bench. That team was crazy. That Lakers team was so crazy.
Yeah, that team
They
was
they
cheap.
had like all the unks, but they still were like crazy.
They
They had
had
Dwight
Dwight.
Howard, they had Rondo, they had AD obviously, but whatever.
The
Um,
80-12 matchup when they played the Nuggets, that was a
dude,
tough lineup.
but yeah, I mean, honestly, I think LeBron's best chance, and I think maybe, actually, I don't know about his legacy, but I think his best chance to win actually would have been in San Antonio. And
Well,
I mean, I
yeah.
think there was like some rumblings that he could have signed there, but then like pretty quickly it like kind of fizzled out, and there's like, yeah, he's not going there. But I just think an opportunity one to play with Wembenyama, obviously, you know, maybe the best player in the league right now already.
Dude.
Like, and I think that the reason why they lost the finals just came down to experience, and I feel like LeBron, obviously the most like veteran laden NBA player of all time, could have come into that organization and like taught all these young guys how to
Dude.
win. And
A
I think
smart with LeBron would have turned the Spurs into they might win like 80 games.
yeah, but that's what I mean. I
I
think
feel like that would have been cheap though.
yeah,
Like, I think the Sixers not having anyone that they just like had touted as the face of the league kind of helps it be easier for LeBron to go there. Like if LeBron won with Wemby, people would call that an asterisk the same way as if he managed to win with Steph or Giannis.
but you could always say LeBron was the guy that taught Wemby how to win. You could always say that.
I
And if
guess it
Wemby
could still
goes
be
on
like
to
a
have
passing
like
of the
a
torch thing.
NBA GOAT career, like he wins like 8
Some
titles, it would be like,
some
oh,
NBA
LeBron won the
lore.
first. But yeah, I mean, Cleveland obviously would have been a great story for him to go home and potentially try and win another title for them. But I think Philly is a great landing spot. Obviously last year they, I guess you could say, upset the Celtics in the first round. And they haven't won a title since 1983. And I think that's also a big factor of like this. I mean, I think Philly's a pretty historic franchise with like a lot of great players, a lot of legends, but they're also in a really long title drought, similar to like what the Knicks were in, before this year. And Philly's like a pretty big city, I think, and obviously the team is ready made to win a title. So I think all the stars are going to align. I thought it was funny. I don't know if any of you guys saw LeBron at Fanatics Fest. He did a podcast with Tyrese Halliburton, and I think somebody asked him a question about like his decision. This was before he announced he was going to Philly, and he used the phrase "trust the process" in his answer, and everybody was like losing their minds, and he was like, "Nah, nah, everybody calm down," and look at it now. So I don't know, man. It's just gonna be weird seeing LeBron in a new jersey, especially a Philadelphia jersey. But I mean, I think after like one or two games, it's gonna feel pretty normal, and after that, they just got to figure it out as a team.
Yeah, the Sixers have pretty clean jerseys. I'm sure it'll look normal soon.
It's not gonna look normal for me. I just think it's insane. Like, obviously, I think we can all agree that there's been better players in 2026 that have moved around this offseason, like Giannis and Jalen Brown and stuff. But just the fact that like this was almost as big as the decision uh when he left for the Heat. Like everybody was talking about it. The whole league was on hold for this like 42-year-old guy. I mean, it's LeBron James, but it's just kind of like it's it's insane.
It's what you do when the GOAT is trying to decide where he's going, Toby.
Yeah. And on a 2-year, 8 mil, like
That's the biggest thing I think is like I think back in 2010 or whenever he went when he went to Miami, and then again I guess in 2019 with the Lakers. Like there was only a few teams that could really get LeBron because he was worth so much money. But now he's signing a minimum contract, and I saw that this was from one season to the next the largest pay cut in NBA history. LeBron went from like 56 million last year to like 3.8 I think this year, which is like, I mean, again, LeBron's at a point in his life where money is probably not even an option, or a factor, but I don't know. It's crazy, man.
I gotta say, shout out to Jalen Brunson for turning the league around, making it all about winning again. No, it's no longer about chasing the bag.
Trendsetter. Yeah.
The king of New York. He changed the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
But that being said, this Philadelphia 76ers team is pretty stacked. And that's part of the reason why LeBron picked this team. But, Toby, I'll ask you first. In your opinion, who do you think the most important player is on the Philadelphia 76ers?
Shoot. For me, it's pretty obvious. I think it's Joel Embiid. I think this whole season, their success, you know, is on the back of Joel Embiid. Obviously, we know what he can do. We know what he's done in the past. Former MVP, um, bucket getter, crazy defense. But I've spoke about it time and time again. I think what's going to be their biggest obstacle is most likely going to be health. Can Joel Embiid stay healthy on the floor? Is he going to be healthy during the playoffs once the playoffs start? And is he going to be, is he going to be Joel Embiid or is he going to be a lesser version of himself? So I think he's going to be the most important player just because I feel like Tyrese Maxey, we all know what he can do. I don't think he's going to, get any worse. And from what I understand, he hasn't really had any huge injury issues in the past. VJ Edgecombe, he's only going to be better this year, I think. So, yeah, I mean, I think without Joel Embiid, I don't know if this team can do it. And I think availability is the best ability. So he's my main concern when it comes to this team. And I've been on record saying in the past that I don't think Embiid will ever win a championship. So we'll see if he can prove me wrong this year. But that's, I think, who's the most important player on his team.
Yeah, I think I agree with you for the most part. Like Embiid's health is obviously a big question mark heading into the season and kind of heading into every season because we know what he can do when he's healthy. He's basically unguardable. But is that going to be the guy that he's going to be on a nightly basis? Will he even be asked to be like that guy? And I think it's between him and also back to LeBron. I think LeBron's probably got the most pressure of anybody on the team. Even at 42, I think people are going to be looking at every game LeBron has. And if he has any type of slip up in his stats between like last season and this one, they're going to say that he's like a wash now and they can't win. But if Embiid's healthy, I think they got a real shot to win it all.
What do you think, Justin?
I was gonna let you go. All
Oh,
right.
I mean,
Well,
I'll go because I also said Joel Embiid, and
wow.
I feel like Justin has a different opinion, so I'll say like what I want to say. But yeah, no, I think all of what you said. It's health. It's I think there's also like a work ethic thing with Embiid that people might discuss, might not discuss, and like how badly he wants to be the best player, be a championship player, or whatever. So I think there's that part, and I feel like LeBron coming will help him kind of motivate him a little bit more. And then I think also just the fact that the depth behind Embiid is not great. You have Adem Bona and also your guy Justin Ariel Hawkporty, who sure they're serviceable centers, but like I feel like that's kind of like the biggest drop off at any position, and I feel like without Embiid that could be problematic down the stretch, especially in the playoffs. But yeah. What do you think, Justin?
So I got like a 1A, 1B type of situation. 1A, in my opinion, would be Jaylen Brown because prior to signing LeBron, he was the highlight of the offseason, I would say. Everybody was all, making a huge big deal about this. Philly's stacked, they're winning it all. This is before LeBron. So I feel like, we still have to hold him accountable because, you know, if you were to ask me, I would say it's his team already. I feel like he's the best player on both ends of the floor. And he's been pretty healthy the last few years. He put the Celtics on his back last year. So, he's coming off of a great season. There's a lot of buzz and narratives and storylines surrounding Jaylen Brown. So I feel like, whether or not anybody else thinks so, he's going to want to take over the team for himself to, kind of prove points. But my 1B, and I guess it's kind of like a bonus, is Joel Embiid because I feel like even, if he only plays 50 games, I feel like regardless of even if LeBron plays or not, they still have a good enough team to be top three in the East. But when Joel Embiid is playing, they got to go undefeated. Like they really got to win every single game that they have the opportunity to with Joel Embiid.
You said something interesting there about this already being Jaylen Brown's team. Do you? I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I agree with that. I think honestly, if I had to pick a player, say like I don't. I think this is a separate question from like who's the most important. But to me, this is Tyrese Maxey's team. I think this is like this. The engine is Tyrese Maxey. Like I think um he's the biggest reason why LeBron chose Philadelphia, in my opinion. I think he's the most, probably the best player like on the team right now, if you ask me. Like, yes, Jaylen Brown had a great season last year with the Celtics, but I don't know. I just feel like offensively, Tyrese Maxey is like the most dynamic, and I think he's a better defender than people give him credit for. And I think now, especially with LeBron in town, kind of, and Jaylen Brown taking the load off of him offensively, I think Tyrese Maxey will be a better defender, and people will see that. I don't know.
I
I just feel
definitely
like
agree. Oh, sorry. Not finished what you were saying.
I mean LeBron will come in like and be a leader and all of that, but I just feel like this team is gonna go as far as Tyrese Maxey takes them. To me,
Yeah, I definitely agree that it's Tyrese Maxey's team. It's definitely heading into the season for sure. I don't know if I agree that I think he's better than Jaylen Brown though. I think to me, Jaylen Brown is the best player. After last season, I think Jaylen Brown finished what, sixth in MVP voting. I think he's
yeah.
proved that he can be a guy like a two-way player that's just elite. And I do think like LeBron going to the team too and Jaylen Brown at the same time is going to change the leadership dynamics maybe a little bit. Like especially when you add in like what Jaylen Brown and stuff or Jason Tatum, excuse me, was saying what I feel like was kind of in reference to some rumblings we heard about the Celtics and Jaylen Brown. So I'm hoping that LeBron gets there and everything starts working out.
I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see how everybody's roles shift with LeBron and Jaylen Brown joining the team, because there's some I saw stats like if you add up all the so usage percentage is just a stat to like I think it calculates like the percentage of possessions that end with you taking a shot or turning the ball over. I think that's what it is basically. So just like the possession ends with whatever you did, and everybody's usage percentage added up to like 150 with Maxi, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron, and Embiid. So like, you know, somebody's gonna have to take a back seat somewhere. It's like that number has to come down. So I don't know. I think I'm most confident in Tyrese Maxey, like just fitting in with everybody else because he's already kind of done that in the past. Like they brought in Jalen Brown or not Jalen Brown, excuse me, James Harden previously, like and took him off the ball and he was playing next to another superstar. So like I'm not really, and he's played with Embiid his whole career, so I'm not really worried about like him fitting in. I think it'll be probably the biggest shell shock maybe to Jalen Brown. I feel like, especially with LeBron being there, and then coming off a season where he was like the only, maybe not the only option, but like clearly the number one option. So I don't know, but I'm not concerned about like anybody's ability to like. I think this team is actually going to mesh well, and I think LeBron is the biggest key in that because he knows how to get teams to come together. He's done it
I think
so many times.
Yeah, I think I'm most excited to see how VJ Edgecomb's role is going to shift. Like I feel like he's going to fit in really well with this team. And I feel like his role and obviously LeBron, I think is going to have the biggest role shift over Jalen Brown. I think LeBron's going to let Jalen Brown get buckets before he's going to go out and try to score, and I think that might kind of ease the transition from coming to the Celtics to the Sixers for him.
Dude, I think LeBron is gonna like he's gonna average like 15 a game. Like
I was
I think he's
Yeah.
gonna take a huge backseat. Like maybe not even 15. I think
I
he's
was
really about to be the fifth option on that team.
I was
I
literally
think it's
just
going to
about
be
to
all
ask.
assist numbers, like just playmaking.
Like I was just about to ask, like predict LeBron's stat line for next year. I'm like, yeah, like I can totally see that. A
I was
calm
thinking,
like 15 a game, maybe like six rebounds and like 6 assists, something like that. Like
Ooh,
I don't know
real,
why. I was
this
thinking like
number's gotta
more
go
assists. Yeah,
way up.
probably more
I was thinking
assists.
like 16, 10, and 9.
Ooh,
I'm thinking even worse, like
I
not
don't
worse,
think.
but I'm thinking like a cool like 13 and a half, like 8 rebounds and like 11 assists, dude.
That would be a. Yeah, I could see that.
I can see that. Yeah, I think a lot of I think Maxey and Jalen Brown, they might have to sacrifice a little bit. Uh, you know, I guess point wise in order for this team to succeed.
I
And
think
same thing with LeBron too. I agree with you guys. I think he's not averaging definitely more than like 16.
I think this guy LeBron is about to have a Draymond Green type season.
So, do you guys think LeBron is an all-star? Like, do you think he'll be selected to the all-star
Yes, yes.
I
It's
think just
LeBron
on
James.
fan voting, it's almost impossible he won't be.
Yeah, that is true. But
game? I mean, yeah.
like if we're talking about like not skill wise, but like
You
stats wise and
like,
like
will
how
he
he's
deserve
playing,
his All-Star
yeah,
appearance?
exactly. Like, nah, I don't think so.
Somebody's gonna get snubbed. Somebody's getting snubbed.
I mean, I think all 5 people on the starting roster are All-Star caliber players, and I don't think all 5 of them are going to go.
They're about to
I
snub my boy Julius Randle. I feel like
He
you can already
no,
see it coming.
it won't be a snub. Like he's not going to win enough games on the Nets to be an All-Star, Toby.
It won't be a snub.
Like, come on.
I believe in Julius Randle, Toby. I think he's gonna have a good year.
Yeah, back in New York. Yeah, 100%.
Even if he averages 30, I don't know if he's going to be an All-Star, Toby.
All right, now you're just hating. Now you're just
I'm not
hating.
hating though. I just feel like he's just not going to be an All-Star, bro. Like if the Nets win 20 games, all right, not literally 20, maybe like 30.
Just keep sleeping. That's all I'm gonna say. But as
It's looking bad, too.
no, it's not.
But I mean, the Grizzlies are about to be the worst team in the whole NBA, so
That's a fact. That,
let's screw you, Toby. How about that?
but no, it's as far as I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean, I don't see LeBron not making the playoffs, regardless of his numbers. I mean, unless he's averaging like under 10 and under 5 assists or something crazy like that, or if he's injured or something. It's just you have to put LeBron in the All-Star game.
I don't think he's making.
We'll see.
got to.
We'll see.
Keep
But
hating.
you guys were mentioning other teams around the East. I'm curious now with LeBron and Philly. Who do you think the 4 best teams in the Eastern Conference are? Or I guess another question is, who do you think will advance in the playoffs? Like, which 4 teams do you think will make the second round? Spencer, you want to go first?
I think the Knicks and the Sixers right now are like easy picks to go on. I gotta think though about the other two because I'm not totally sold on the Heat. Like as good as I think Bam and Giannis are gonna be, I don't know if that team has enough shooting.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. Do you want me to? I already got my
Yeah, go
four.
ahead, Justin.
In order, top four seeds: Knicks, Sixers, Raptors, and the Celtics. And I think those are going to be the four teams that move on to the second round as well.
That's exactly what I have.
I forgot the Raptors had Giannis. Or not Giannis, Kawhi.
Kawhi, you mean?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I-
what I have, Justin.
That's a
they
big.
don't have Kawhi yet. They
That's
don't
what
have Kawhi
yeah,
yet.
No, you're right.
that
You're
is-
Yeah,
right.
you're right. That is so weird. I think that trade is
That's a
going to go
weird
through.
spot for them to be in.
I do
I
think
still
it's going
kind
to
of
end
like
up
the
going through.
Cavs.
Yeah, Jory, I think it's going through.
But,
Wait, you said that's the four that you had, Jory?
yeah, in that order too. So
See?
I'm going Cavs, Raptors.
Yeah, I'm with Woods. I think the Cavs are going to be top 4 seed.
You're not feeling the Celtics?
Nah,
No, they're not. I feel
not
like the
this year.
Celtics are about to implode.
Really?
I think they're going to really feel the difference of not having Jaylen Brown there on that team. And they're also trying to give Peyton Pritchard like a bigger role. And even though I think that guy's good, I don't think he's going to be good enough to fill what Jaylen Brown left, bro.
Oh
I was
no.
just about to say that, Woods. Uh, I think the report was the wording exactly was they're trying to give Peyton Pritchard a Jalen Brunson type role. And I was like, come on, man, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
He's good. Like, he's a great player, but I don't think he's Jalen Brunson.
Nah.
No, not at all. But I don't know. I think I'm I just feel like we looked at the Celtics teams last summer and we saw, okay, they don't have Jason Tatum. They're probably gonna struggle all year, and then Jaylen Brown took this team to 56 wins, I think it was. I mean, they did lose in the first round, like we mentioned earlier, against Philly, but like, I don't know. The game went seven game, or series went 7 games. Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum didn't play in Game 7. Like they could have won that series. So, but I just
But
feel
Jaylen
like
Brown was still, oh, excuse me.
no, sorry. I just think I don't think Paul George is going to be as bad as people think. I don't think he's Jaylen Brown, but I don't think he's just going to come in and be like a complete zero, you know? And I mean, the rest of the roster, like I think Peyton Pritchard has proven that he can be really good in a larger role. Derek White is still, to me, like maybe the most underrated player in the NBA. They did sign Mitchell Robinson, who could be a big factor. I don't know. I just trust this team. Like Jason Tatum, I think he's gonna have a really good season. And I think people forget how good he is. So I think they're still pretty firmly in my top 4.
I think you guys are sleeping on the Cavs a little bit. I mean, that's a great roster right there.
I'm not sleeping at all. It was a tough pick between them and the Celtics, but Jory just mentioned it. No matter how bad you think the Celtics are going to be, they're going to be a good team. Like,
No, I think they're going to be pretty good. I think there's going to be a media storm comparing Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown this whole season. And I think Jaylen Brown is on a way better team. So it's going to be a lot for Jason Tatum and the Celtics to be hearing everything the Sixers do all season. And then they're going to be comparing this season Jason Tatum has to Jaylen Brown's season last year. Like, I just think if they do anything wrong at all, it's just going to get blown out of proportion and it's going to make their whole season more difficult.
I can see that, especially with like Philly being successful. Like I can see that being a problem, but I don't know. I kind of just trust the Celtics. This could definitely come back and backfire, but whatever. I think I look at this Cavs like you guys are saying. Like I don't know. I think after the same, you could kind of make the same argument about them, who's struggled to. I mean, they did advance further than they ever have with this core last year, getting to the conference finals, but they got swept. And like that, it felt like that was like kind of the culmination of this era. Like they already got rid of Darius Garland, and like I don't know. Like I feel like missing out on LeBron could also have like a waning effect on the whole season for them. Yeah, I don't know. Sleeper team, the Indiana Pacers.
No.
Yeah.
If Tyrese Halliburton can come back and he's like really like, which I don't know if is going to happen, but if he comes back, I mean that team is.
I mean, I think that team is good. I don't know how well they match up with everybody else in the East now.
I saw somebody online. Somebody posted a video of Tyrese Maxey doing like an East Bay dunk.
Yeah, I think I saw
Some
that.
guy in the comments was like, "You might want to sit out another year, Hallie. This is a bad year for coming back in the East."
Yeah, I think the East has definitely gotten stronger since they made the finals a couple years ago. But I think that's a team that is very easy to underrate. Like a lot of people are overlooking them. And same like back in 2024, I was certainly overlooking them as well, and they made it all the way to the finals. So they're a lot better team than I guess maybe they might look on paper. So I think that's a good sleeper choice right there, Jorie.
Yeah, I mean they proved that they force teams to play like at their pace, and no pun intended, but like like they are gonna force teams to keep up with them offensively, and I think they're a strong defensive team too. But again, it all comes down to Halliburton and his health. Like if he's not what he was, 2 years ago, then it really I don't think that team's gonna be that good. And Miami, I think if they had gotten LeBron, they would have been in my top four pretty firmly. But I don't know. I don't trust the year one experiment with Bam and Giannis. I think they can eventually build a really good team around them, but right now, like I don't see it. Even if they come out and sign like some old veterans like Westbrook or DeRozan or like to me like that won't change anything, or not that much. So we'll see. But you guys were also talking about it. The East is getting stronger. So which conference do you think now is stronger that LeBron has moved back east? Do you think the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference?
I feel like we're getting closer to having real parity again.
I think that the East is far and above the better conference. This coming into this next season, I was looking, at the standings from last year, just trying to gauge what might perspire this year. I don't know if that's the right use of that word, but the East really only has three bad teams: the Bucks, the Bulls, and the Nets. And the Nets really might not even be that bad. I think they're going to be pretty bad, but they might not be that bad.
They're not going to be that bad.
Every other team has improved in the East. Like, there's really 10 teams who could make the playoffs. Out West, to me, just to me, you got 6 or 7 really good teams. Everybody else is kind of either just didn't really make any moves. Maybe they drafted a nice rookie. Like, I don't know. But outside of OKC, the Spurs, Denver, Houston, and Minnesota, that's 5 solid teams. Maybe you could say the Lakers might be good, and maybe you could say the Clippers might be good. But outside of that, like the Grizzlies are terrible. I think the Trailblazers are going to be terrible.
No.
The Pelicans.
That's
are
where
gonna
I got to
be
stop you. That's where I got
terrible.
to stop you. The Trailblazers are about to be sneaky nice. They're
No,
about to be sneaky nice.
no. And I wasn't just trying to throw shots at Ja. I genuinely believe that the Portland Trailblazers are just a bad team. Like they're just a terrible team.
Keep sleeping. When Dame comes back,
They're gonna
when
be
Ja
terrible.
comes back, it's about to get ugly.
The Mavericks, even if Kyrie comes back, the Mavericks are terrible.
You don't think Risa Shea is about to change the culture?
No. No. And I mean, I was gonna say that the Jazz might be terrible, but
The Jazz are going to be dirty. The Jazz are about to be
sleeping on the
dirty.
Jazz. Here, let me bring it up real quick.
Keontae George is about to have a disgusting season. Jaren is about to eat.
The Kings are gonna be terrible.
Okay, yeah, it's the Kings though.
And the Suns, I mean, did the Suns even do anything?
Not
I guess they
really.
traded for Miles Bridges, but that's about it. Like, yeah.
That guy's not doing it. I don't know. I just the West. Obviously, they have OKC and San Antonio. Those I think are the best two teams in the league. But there's a big drop off from those two to the next level of teams out west. In the East, I feel like there's a drop off, but it's not as steep. Like you have the four teams and then the Cavs, those top five teams, but then
You got teams like the Wizards.
the Wizards, the Hawks, like you got the Pacers, you got four or five other teams who are still playoff contenders.
Yeah, the play-in is going to be a dogfight in the East.
Yeah, the Hornets, the Heat, the Magic, like
Yeah.
dude.
I don't know. I think I disagree with you. I think the West is still better. I think the East, uh, they're as good. Like that. I guess. What am I trying to say? In my opinion, I think the East is more top heavy than the West is. I think the West is a little more, I guess, equal. You could say, but I feel like the West just has a lot more firepower when it comes to those top teams. Like, um, Jokic. I mean, Jokic is going to do Jokic things. So the Nuggets are always going to be good when they have Jokic on a team. Uh, I think the Lakers are going to be good next year with Luka. How good they're going to be, I'm not sure. You got obviously have the Spurs, the Thunder, the Rockets have a really good roster, and then the Timberwolves. I think they're going to be really, really good this year. And then in the East, I feel like there's really like maybe three contenders for the finals. There's a lot of okay teams that are pretty good, like the Hawks. I think the Pacers are going to be right, like one of those middle teams. And I think a lot of the East teams have really bright futures, like the Wizards. Um, I would even throw the Nets in there, though you guys might not agree. But just going into this next season, I would rather be a team in the East playing more against the East teams than a team in the West. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I mean, I would say it's still all right. I might have been, you know, glazing a little too much. It might not be far and above better than the West, but I think the East might be better, dude.
I think the Hornets are trash. I think they're going to be not good next year. Nets, they're probably going to be one of the lower seeds. The Wizards, they're not going to do it next year. They're a little bit better.
Nah, the Wizards are about to be nice.
The Bulls, they're
Terrible.
The
they're
Wizards
another
are
trash
in the
bin
playoffs.
team. Who else? They got the Bucks. I don't really believe in the Bucks this year. Um, the Orlando Magic. Who knows what they're going to do this year?
If they
So-
stay healthy, I think they'll be good.
All right. Well, we'll see. But I think you're overrating a lot of these East teams, in my opinion.
I don't know. I'm kind of in the stance that the East is better. Um, like, I think, yes, OKC and San Antonio are probably the two best teams in the league, but the Knicks just won the NBA Finals, and I think that has to count for something, even if they did lose some players from their team. So did OKC. They lost Lou Dort. They lost Aaron Wiggins. They lost Isaiah Joe. So, like, they've lost some key players to that team. San Antonio, I think, probably is going to take a step forward if I had to guess, because a lot of their young players, like, Wemby, Dylan Harper, Steph Castle, like, I feel like they'll all take a step in the right direction. I don't know. You look at the East, and it's just yes, it is a little top heavy maybe, but like the Knicks and the Sixers to me have like legitimate chances of winning titles. A team from last year that won 60 games, the Pistons, is just like an afterthought now. A lot of people like sleep on the Celtics, like we were just talking about, but like they have championship pedigree. They have maybe one of the best wing players in the entire NBA. So like they're going to be competitive night in and night out. And like we were just saying, like Cleveland, they just got to a conference finals and are returning most of their roster. Toronto, if this Kawhi trade goes through, to me is like one of the best teams in the whole league. I don't know, man. I just feel like you look at it like that. The star power in the conference is crazy. Like I don't know, and I don't really trust a lot of the teams out west. Like I love my Nuggets, but like I don't know, they haven't done anything this offseason, and as good as Jokic is, like I don't know if I really trust him to just will them to another title. The Lakers, they made a lot of good moves around the edges, I think, but like losing LeBron, I think is going to have a bigger impact than people think, even if he is 41. I think the Rockets could be solid, but again, like I think I just trust the better teams in the East more than the better teams in the West. And then, like Justin was saying earlier, like the bottom of the Western Conference are going to be, I think, the worst teams in the league. No offense, Spencer, but like the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, the Mavericks, the Kings, like I don't know, those could be the four worst records in the NBA. Like pretty
Yeah, no,
easy.
I agree. I think the Grizzlies are going to be absolutely awful this season. I'm ready for it though. What
I
up,
think
Cam Boozer?
I think I want to make I think I want to make a slight prediction here. I think the Knicks fall off a little bit next year. Regular season wise, I don't know. They might be just as good as they were last year, but I think they're going to have a much tougher road in the playoffs trying to get back to the championship. Like I said, assuming Kawhi, goes to the Raptors, um, that's going to be a hard series if they play the Raptors. Who knows how this Heat team's going to look? With Giannis, and I think they might have um, a little bit of a fall off going into next year.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. I'm just being honest.
Don't sleep on my boy Tyler Double Nickel.
He was good. I saw him in summer league. He was
Bro.
really good.
If he can somehow secure solid minutes on the Knicks, dude, he's about to be like the next Joe Harris.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. That
Dude.
guy is a lights out shooter. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, no, you don't know what you're talking about, Toby. Yeah, we did lose Mitchell Robinson. That's a big blow. But we picked up the next best thing in Andre Drummond. The guy's still a glass eating machine. And I don't know. I think winning the championship is only just gonna boost the team chemistry, the camaraderie, the unselfishness throughout the team. I think we're just gonna be an absolutely like perfectly flowing unit, dude. Like the Knicks are gonna be the best team in the East. And I know I said that OKC and the Spurs are the two best teams in the league. The Knicks are the third best team in the league.
All right, we'll
I
come
would
back to
agree
this
with
at the
that.
end of the season.
We
We'll
will.
see.
We will. When they win it again, when they're coming off their back to back.
Oh my gosh. I'll tell you one thing for sure though. The Knicks are not going back to back in the play-in tourney or the in-season
In-season
tourney.
tournament. That's
I
always a
don't
good indicator of like. I feel like that's actually is a good indicator though of who advances in the playoffs because I think that championship game was Knicks Spurs,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
and I think the first and the year before that, I think
I think the
Indiana,
Pacers went to
did
the
they
finals.
win it or I don't know if they won. Oh, I think the Thunder. I think it was it Thunder Pacers? Maybe I don't remember.
Might have been.
It was
But
Lakers. I thought it was Lakers.
No, the Lakers, it was like 3 years ago. The first year they did it, the Lakers won, I think.
I think the Bucks
Oh
won.
yeah. It was the Bucks.
Hmm.
Didn't the
Yeah.
Bucks win one of them?
I
Yeah.
can't remember.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter, but I do feel like that is a good indicator of like, who advances and stuff. Yeah, it was Bucks Thunder 2 years ago in 2025. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So LeBron's going to Philly. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I feel like that kind of marks the end of the NBA offseason pretty much until like training camp and you see all these guys in their new jerseys and whatever. But we did watch some summer league a couple weeks ago, or at least I did. I watched some. And you guys were, I mean, Justin, you were just talking about your guy, Tyler Nickel. Is that his name?
Yeah, Tyler Nickel.
I don't know if you have any, but yeah, I mean, you can talk about him or any other guys you might have saw in summer league that impressed you. This rookie
Um,
class is loaded, man. So
yeah, yeah, it is.
Caleb Wilson is about to be a bucket getter.
Nah. Well, yeah, but
The guy is tough.
give
and
your boy Cam Boozer some credit too.
I
he almost, yeah,
what up, Cam Boozer? But at the same time, Caleb Wilson, he was putting people on. I don't know. He was killing people in the summer
You're
league.
only saying that because he went to UNC.
Oh yeah. What up, UNC? I got UNC over Duke.
Uh,
oh man,
Got to pick a side, man.
but Tyler Nickel, yeah, guy's one of the greatest catch and shoot shooters of all time off of 5 summer league games. But the guy who can't believe he fell this far in the draft, cannot believe he was a second rounder, Malik Thomas out of Arkansas. John Calipari guard, like I don't know how he slipped so far. I don't know how he did it, but I feel like he should have been a top 20 pick in the draft. Uh, ESPN got him listed at 6'3", 190 with a 6'7" wingspan. So, a little bit on the smaller side. They have him listed as shooting guard. But he was summer league first team, played 4 out of 5 games for the Cavs. Um, he led all players in scoring throughout the summer league with 27.3 points per game. And he did it shooting 50% from the field and almost 44% from three, and didn't miss a free throw. Shot 100% over the span of the summer league. I will be honest, I didn't watch a second of summer league, not any team. But, we're a highlight analyst out here on Full Court Report. From what I've seen, he's a great pick and roll player. Like he knows when to pass, when to shoot. He's great, shooting right off the screen. Great pull up, quick release. He keeps it simple. He's not doing all this dribbling, all these step backs. Just right up into a nice clean shot. He's great at hitting the roller. He knows bounce pass, chest pass, lob. He's just got real good feel for running handling the ball. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like his one thing is he could probably use a better mid range, especially in today's NBA. Everybody says the mid range is dead, but the good scorers always have a mid range. But yeah, no, he's a great 3-point shooter. From what I've seen, he knows when to take it to the lane. He's got a good floater. Uh, Very underrated player. I think he's going to be, like the diamond in the rough for this draft. I feel like a lot of teams are going to regret letting him slide to the second round.
I had another second round guy, uh, who I didn't really watch at all in college, but I was impressed by what he did in summer league, and that's Ryan Conwell of the Miami Heat, who was the 37th overall pick in this year's draft out of Louisville. He's like, I would say like he's a 6'4", 215 like combo guard. He kind of reminds me of Kevin Porter Jr. He's also a lefty, so maybe that's why it kind of like triggers in my mind. But I feel like he's a great just kind of run off screens, like handoff, um, kind of microwave scorer. He can create his own shot. I don't know if he's necessarily like a great point guard, like gonna set you up constantly, but like he can play some point guard, I think. And I think just the team that he's on in Miami is gonna need somebody like that. They're gonna need a guy who's just gonna go out there and play with a ton of confidence on offense and shoot a bunch of threes. So I feel like he does have an opportunity in Miami to kind of showcase what he is. And also, the Heat have had a history of guys come out of the second round or be undrafted and be successful on their team. Like in the past couple of years, we've seen Duncan Robinson, Max Strus, Even though the Lakers fans might not like him, Gabe Vincent was good on their title or their NBA Finals run. Caleb Martin, another guy. So like, you know, there's a history there with Miami developing, second round undrafted players. So I think
What y'all know about Hassan Whiteside?
Hassan
What do I
Whiteside,
know?
exactly. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think, but obviously all the top guys like Cam Boozer, Caleb Wilson, Darren Peterson, AJ Devonta, like they all look great. So
I think it's going to be a really, really good draft class for sure.
I guess I'll go. For me, I watched I watched all of the Brooklyn Nets summer league games and a few other summer league games. And one of the players that stuck out for me was Braden Burries, number 10 pick to the Milwaukee Bucks. I think scoring wise, uh, he was a lot, I guess, better than I thought. He scored a lot more than I thought. This is somebody that I think might be like a 50, 40, 90 guy sometime in his career. He shot pretty much almost that in college. Um, in college, he was a freshman. I think he averaged 16 something points a game. Summer league games, he averaged, I believe, around 24, 4 and 4. I think the problem with him is he's on the Bucks, who, in my opinion, are very guard heavy. So, he might struggle getting playing time and stuff like that. But I think um, down the road, he's going to end up being a really good NBA player. And then um, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I thought Jaeger Dielman just looked so much better than he did last year. One of the things, like, when it comes to summer league games, you don't want to look into them too much because it's only like six or seven games. Um, so what I look for is like, players improving on things from the previous season. And with Jaeger, I think he did a much better job of getting to the rim, finishing with contact. He looks a lot bigger. Playmaking is really good, and he turned out to be a really good 3-point shooter, which a lot of people doubted when they drafted him last year. So I think he's going to have a really big step up going into year 2, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, for me, and maybe this is like a front runner answer, but I was actually really impressed with Jackson Lindenberg. I felt like he really impressed me, like with his ability to finish through contact and stuff. And I could honestly see him having a really important role carved out for him by the end of the year on Golden State. Um, I know Steve Kerr doesn't really play a lot of young players or put them in his rotation, but maybe since he's slightly older coming out of college, I think that'll help him as far as like pro readiness. And I think he might be able to get like a real role in that lineup, and he could be great next to Steph.
yeah, I would agree. He, like you said, he's older. He's 23 right now. I think he'll be 24 at the start of next season. And coming off a title at Michigan, I think he's a very like Golden State Warrior Steve Kerr type of player. Like very smart, very plays within the offense. But I think he can stand out in moments, and he's also a really good defender. I think somebody like he's like 6'9", but he moves like really well on the perimeter, and he can like bother a lot of smaller players. So yeah, I would agree. I think he's going to be good in Golden State, and I was glad that he got drafted there because I feel like that's like one of the better landing spots for him. And especially now that they don't have LeBron, like you said, he could have a big role. So I'm sure they're happy he played well in summer league.
Facts.
But yeah, like Toby said, you don't want to put too much stock into any of these games, but it's always fun to see them, all these new players kind of play in their team uniforms for the first time. But yeah. Well, Justin, I'll let you take it away from here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing another game night. Um, I do have keep five, cut five, and blind rankings. Me personally, I'm more excited for the blind rankings, so I definitely want to do that. But we could do the keep five, cut five if you guys want.
Yeah, why not? Let's do them both.
Yeah, I'm good with anything.
All right. We'll start with the keep five, cut five then. We'll start with that. This is going to be a new team edition. I tried my best to pick a bunch of players who are on new teams going into this next season. All right, so yeah, you guys know the drill. I'm gonna just name off 10 players. You're gonna decide if you want to keep them or cut them. You can only keep five, you can only cut five. So,
All right.
Let's do it.
all right, first name on the list, LaMelo Ball.
Ooh,
Ooh.
That's got to be a keep,
tough-
right?
That's a tough place to start. Yeah, I'm thinking keep, but we don't know who else we got.
Damn.
Like, are we gonna regret this?
No, I don't think so. Because I don't think there's. I mean,
You don't think there's 5 better players?
I don't think there is. I think LaMelo is one of the top point guards in the league. I think we have to keep him. If we don't keep him, we're gonna regret it. That's what I'm thinking.
Is LaMelo a top 5 point guard in the NBA?
Yes. Yes.
Damn.
I don't know if I think he is.
I like it, Toby.
All right, you know what? I like Toby's confidence, and I'm
I
I'm
feel
on
like
the
he's
fence,
like on
so
the
I'm gonna
fringe.
keep-
Like I feel
I'll
like
say
he
keep.
might be like 6th. I don't know. You know what? Yeah, run it.
I'll say keep.
We'll say
LaMelo Ball's him.
All right, LaMelo.
LaMelo.
Second name, Jamel Demetrius Morant. Or maybe that's
See, that's exactly why we should have cut him. That's
Demetrius
exactly.
Are
why
you
we should've
serious?
cut him.
Nah, I'd rather have
I'm dead serious.
LaMelo.
Sorry,
Are
I
you kidding me?
think I
I'd
might-
way rather have Ja than.
Justin
crack.
just to piss off Spencer.
See, we messed it up. We're already.
we
at-
didn't.
Cutting jaw.
No, we didn't.
We
Well,
got
we kind of have to now, but like
Yeah.
we goofed.
You guys don't
no,
know
we
nothing.
didn't.
You don't know nothing. There's
I'm
some-
I know
cutting Ja
something.
regardless.
I know something. We would have been better off.
If Ja was the
Right,
first
Ja
name, we
was-
would have cut him.
Bro, 2022, 2023, Ja was in MVP talks. That guy was like second in MVP voting.
Living in the
All right,
past.
what are you
buddy.
guys doing? What are we doing?
I
Just
say
wait.
cut.
Wait till he gets healthy on the Trailblazers, Jorie. We're gonna see what everybody's talking about right now. We're gonna put all that to rest.
We're cutting him. He's too
What up,
risky in the
Blazers?
locker room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get rid
I
of him.
think
Get rid of
cut.
him right now. We're ready. We're ready.
All right, third name, AJ DeBansa.
Oh.
You know, keep.
I was thinking cut. I was thinking
I'm
cut.
thinking keep. I'm thinking keep.
Because
I think we might need him. We need a
no,
dog.
because
Toby.
I know who he's gonna say next.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so
if
I
he
think
picks, if he picks anybody else from this draft class, like he's good for it. Give me AJ.
Damn. I don't know. I kind of want to cut. I'm not gonna lie.
So
But
we
I
got
feel
two
like-
cuts.
All right. I'll go with the team, but you guys are making a smelly lineup.
I just don't
All right.
trust it. I
Fourth
don't trust the
name,
rookie.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, easy keep.
Keep. That's easy.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah,
keep.
we'll take Giannis. We'll take Giannis.
Fifth name, halfway through, Tyler Hero.
Mm.
Cut.
That
The
feels like a
hometown
cut.
hero, Tyler
that's a
Hero.
cut.
Nah,
No, we're not feeling.
we can't have. We.
You're not
I don't know,
making a
dude.
starting lineup. You're not making a lineup. You're just the best.
I was trying to make a lineup. I was
No,
trying to make
no,
a team.
No, we're not making a lineup. We're just taking the best five. We're not making a team. Nothing.
I think,
nothing like that.
If
So you're
that's the
saying we
case, I
should've
think we
taken
got to
Ja.
cut him.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't
we can
know.
cut
There's
him.
still 5 other names left on the list here, Woods.
We can cut him. I say cut.
Cut.
Let's just get him. Sorry, Tyler.
All right. Sixth name, Kawhi Leonard.
Keep.
Keep. Yeah.
Toby?
Yeah. Yeah,
Much is there to think about, Toby?
2 out of 3. All right, seventh name, Darren Peterson.
If we're cutting AJ,
Yeah, I don't know. All right, who do you got? Actually, I don't want to ask that yet. We'll do that on our prediction.
I don't think we should take Peterson because I would have taken AJ instead of Peterson initially, and we already cut AJ. So
he's gonna be so dirty on the Jazz. The Jazz are about to be so different this season.
I don't know.
Nah, the Jazz are gonna be nice, dude. Don't sleep.
I don't know about Peterson.
I think just off of the fact that we cut AJ, I think we gotta cut Darren.
Facts.
But if it was Cam Boozer, I would have kept Cam.
Yeah, what up,
Well, the
Cam?
next name on the
What up?
list is Cam Boozer.
Whoa, there it is. All right, well, we didn't
Damn.
get Ja. We got to get somebody. We need a dog.
I'll take Cam.
So, all right,
What
well,
up,
hold
Cam?
on here. You have 3 keeps and you have 4 cuts. So if you keep Cam Boozer, actually, never mind. If you keep Cam Boozer, you're at 4 and 4.
Yeah, so if we cut Cam, then we have to take the next 2.
Yeah.
I believe in Cam.
All right.
Even
We're riding
though
with
the
Cam.
Grizzlies might suck.
I think we should cut, but if we're keeping him, we're keeping him.
I think we got to ride with Cam.
All right. All right.
This is shaping up to be fun. This is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, we made a
God.
big mistake, guys. That's how it sounded.
All right. Second to last name is Jaylen Brown.
All right, well, hold on.
All right. All right, guys.
I knew we messed up. Or no, we gotta
right.
keep that, right?
We can't pass Jaylen Brown.
What? Just think about this for a second. If we keep Jaylen,
We just
Brown,
have to hope the last one's a dud, Toby.
No, we know who the next one is, though. That's the thing. We all know who the next one is.
Well, who's it going to be then? Call it out.
Write it down. Wait. Write it down.
All right,
And
fine.
then,
All right,
when
fine.
Justin says it.
Let's see. Let's see if this guy
Wait,
Toby knows something.
Are we keeping?
I feel like we got to.
I'll keep Jaylen.
All right. And Toby, who's the last name on the list?
Oh,
I can't read it.
LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron James. was the
LeBron
last name on the
James.
list. You guys are cutting LeBron.
Yeah, we cut LeBron for Cam Boozer. Same way they do it in the NBA.
Terrible GMing over here.
nah.
We went wrong keeping LaMelo over Ja from the start. That was the
No, we
biggest thing.
didn't. No, we didn't.
That was
Are we
honestly
sure?
maybe the
Okay,
biggest
wait.
mistake.
Who's? I don't want to say who's gonna have the better season.
Well, here. So you guys kept
LaMelo's in a better spot to have a good season. Ja's playing with Dame, Scoot, and every other point guard that's ever lived. Drew Holiday. Like, that place is gross, but them and Denny about to get something done.
Dude,
Shout
I
out
think
to
our
Robert Williams.
keep cut was perfect, I think.
All right. Well, do you guys want me to go in order of how I name them and just do keep cut, blah, blah, blah? Or do you want me to do all the keeps, all the cuts?
Yeah, do all the keeps,
All right. All 5 keeps
and then
are LaMelo Ball, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Cam Boozer, and Jaylen Brown. And you cut Ja Morant, AJ DeBanza, Tyler Hero, Darren Peterson, and LeBron James.
The only one we should have kept was AJ, but I'm happy with the
you
rest
don't
of
want
the list.
LeBron.
I don't want
Idiot,
LeBron
bro.
James. You kidding me?
Are we
Also-
sure Cam Boozer isn't gonna have a better season than LeBron?
Yeah, I think he might have better numbers than LeBron.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe.
On the Grizzlies, yeah.
Only in points, though. I don't know if he's averaging more
Oh, yeah,
boards
no,
or
yeah,
assists,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Also, for that game and for this next game, we're assuming everybody is fully healthy,
I bet.
All right.
just for if there was any confusion. All right, so next game, I got 2 rounds of blind rankings. I'm going to name 5 guys. You're not going to know who's coming up next. You got to put them in order. So the first name, you could put them 1 through 5. And then, wherever you put them, you can't do that for the next guy.
All
Sound
right.
good?
yeah.
Get it.
All right,
Go.
for round 1, again, assuming everybody's healthy, your first name on the board is Julius Randle.
One.
I'm thinking. Honestly, I'm thinking like 4.
Yeah, we could go 4.
That feels right to me.
I guess, yeah, we could do 4. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
But who knows?
Your next name, Bam Adebayo.
Go like 3.
I don't know. 82-point game last year.
83.
83 points.
Bam's 83.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
Defensive
Feels right.
prowess.
I'm thinking 3, but
I was thinking 2, but we could put him at 3.
I feel confident we might get 2 better players.
All right. We'll put him at 3.
Third guy, Stephon Castle.
Damn. Is that
That's a
5?
tough one.
I don't know if that's 2. I feel better.
That's
at
what I
5.
mean. That's what I mean. I feel like we might have to put him at 5. Ah,
That's hard.
that's a
Then we're
tough
leaving
one.
1 and 2 open. That's hard.
Mm,
I think I feel better at 5. Even
Me
though
too.
I think Steph Castle's gonna have a good season next year.
5.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Matt.
yeah.
Yeah, it might have to be.
Fourth name on the list, Alex Sarr.
What?
Yeah, we goofed.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
I guess what up, Sar? Number 2.
All right.
I set this up perfectly.
Yeah, you
Oh
got
my
it.
gosh.
You got OG Ananobi at the 1.
Oh my
jeez.
goodness.
Oh.
All right, so you
Yeah.
guys did OG, Alex Sarr, Bam, Julius Randle, and Stephon Castle. If you could
That's one of the
reorder
worst
it,
in history.
if you could reorder it, how would you do it?
Just a whole different list from
If
start
I
to
could
finish.
reorder it, probably Bam 1.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Julius too.
I
not
feel
gonna
like
lie.
Ban,
I
Steph
might put
Castle,
OG at
then
2.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. OG.
Who we put
That's
up to?
crazy. That's crazy.
OG?
Mm,
Why is that crazy?
Over
Toby?
Big Jew? Like, are we
Yo, like
No one's ever
Like,
called him that.
literally.
talking about?
That's hilarious. OG, I think, is the second best player, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, well, just he
that's
played
cool.
like an all-star in the playoffs, the whole playoffs. Like he's. I think if he wasn't playing on a team with Jalen Brunson and Cat, like he would be an all-star.
All right, so Bam OG.
So Steph 3.
Damn, I don't know who's better, Randall or Castle.
I feel like I got Steph Castle, but I do think it's pretty close.
I personally would say Julius Randle, but
That's like a tough one.
I mean, I know my choice, but
I guess Steph Castle.
I mean, if you guys all have Julius Randle, go Julius Randle.
all right,
I'm outnumbered.
well, Julius Randle and Stephon Castle can
Nah, go
Stars,
Julius, and
last.
then
interchangeable.
what's his name? Steph Castle could be 4, and then what? Sar at the 5.
Yeah, Sarr is definitely 5.
have a good season though, I think.
Yeah, I think he will too.
we screwed that one up big time.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, you got one more round. Let's see how you can do it.
All right, let's redeem ourselves.
First name on the list, Jaren Jackson Jr.
1.
No, no.
At least
Um,
bare minimum 3.
All right, let's do 3 then.
All right.
I like 3. I like 3.
Okay. I can live with 3.
Second name, Tyrese Maxey.
Damn.
1. I think 1.
Honestly, yeah, I might say 1.
I'd go 2.
Well, he might surprise us with some big names in this one.
If we're
So
being
let's
honest,
think about this for a
There's
second.
probably only like 10 names, I'd say.
I think 2, Jorie. I think we played safe. We're early in the list.
I'm happy with either or, to be honest.
Damn. All right, you know what? But I don't know. Wouldn't you rather like have a guy? I don't know.
I mean, you want to go 1?
Because
You
having
want
a
to go 1,
bad
2?
one just ruins the whole list. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, we
could.
could. I think if we do 1, we can make the argument that he's better than whoever we put at 2.
Okay. Let's run it.
I think we put him at 1. I think we put him at 1.
We can go 1.
Third name, Jamal Murray.
Ooh.
4.
Ooh. Hold on here. Hold on.
Five.
Here.
I think that's
Five.
an easy 4. Easy 4.
4 or 5. is
Easy 4.
crazy.
Easy 4.
No. That guy's better than Jaren. That is for
I
sure.
don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
For sure.
I
I
don't agree.
don't agree with that. I don't.
I
agree
don't.
Oh my
at all.
gosh.
I think what
Damn.
Jaren does for a defense by himself,
I don't know.
I don't think Jamal Murray is ever bringing that.
I don't think.
I think offensively, like Jamal Murray's a bucket. Don't get me wrong, but I think defensively and offensively, like factoring in both, he can't do what Jaren's doing.
I think, you know what? We can go 4. I'll let my bias aside, but I will say I think Jamal is, especially after the season he just had, a lot of which he didn't even play with Jokic. I think he's one of the better point guards in the whole league. If you
I
wanna
have
consider him
Jaren as
point
like a
guard.
living legend. That guy's goated. That guy's making the Hall of Fame.
All right, buddy.
We'll see about that.
All
What?
right, we're continuing. Second to last
What do you
name.
mean? No, don't gloss past that.
Second to last name.
I don't know.
Anthony
All
Davis.
right, buddy.
Anthony Davis.
AD.
AD.
Okay, that's a great list.
AD
All
we
right.
put at 2, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Tony Davis.
You think we put Anthony Davis below Jamal Murray?
I mean, what have we seen from AD? And
We're assuming.
Justin
he's
said
fully
we
healthy.
assume they're healthy.
Assume he's fully healthy, Jorie.
Yeah.
all right, let's assume we're watching Bubble Jamal Murray. All right, if we're
Yeah,
gonna assume
yeah.
anything,
This guy's pissed.
That's not what that means.
Guys heated. We at least you didn't have to cut Jamal Murray, Jory. At least that guy's making the team.
So AD at 2.
guess that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Last name, Kyrie Irving. You got him.
Ooh.
I don't hate it. I don't hate the list.
Kyrie at 5.
I guess it's got to be Kyrie at the five.
This list, I would say, was definitely a lot tougher than the last one.
I like.
Maybe we
Maxey
did
at
better on
1,
this
though.
one.
You
I think we got that right.
could really put this in any order, though, if you ask me. So
Yeah,
I think
are
we
keeping-
I think
are
we
keeping
got
it?
it perfect.
Yeah.
Fair
respect
enough.
it.
Fair enough. Not bad, gentlemen.
Not a bad list.
Damn.
I wouldn't
right.
even change a thing.
That's all I got for you for this episode 3 game night. Thanks for playing, boys.
Yeah, thanks for hosting the game, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything else. But shout out. I know I said it on the last podcast. We had 99 subscribers. We are now up to 109.
Yes, sir.
Yo, we popped the
Let's
100
go.
bubble. Let's
Yes,
go.
sir. So, shout out all our loyal subscribers through the years. You guys seem to like all the shorts that we post and everything. So, yeah. Tune in.
Yeah, we've been
keep-
getting quite a bit of interactions and comments on the
Yeah.
video.
Keep liking it. Keep commenting. If you
Somebody
have any
was gonna say, I don't
suggestions
know
on what you want
ball.
to see,
We
Somebody was trying to
appreciate you
say, I don't
guys.
know ball.
I mean, if they said you don't know ball, they probably do know something.
I mean, I've been pretty consistently putting up some of the best takes on this show since we started.
All right,
I
there.
mean, if you say the Knicks are winning it all every year and they finally win, I don't know if that's you knowing ball or if it just finally happened.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is when they go back to back this year, we're gonna go back on these first 3 episodes and we're gonna say this guy Toby was right again.
Right again. When was he right the first time?
Was he not here when we did the last season
Nah, probably not.
prediction recaps? When we did the prediction recaps, bro, I was
No, I think I was here. You did have some nice predictions. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
yeah, man. I'm excited for this season. August, there's not a ton going on, but we'll try and get some more content out before the season starts, man. This is fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. But yeah, thank you for all the subscribers and all the support. We appreciate you.
Let's get to 200.
Hell yeah.
By the end of 2026, I want to be at 200.
All right, let's go.
And if anybody disagrees with anything we're saying, just let us have it in the comments. Just speak your truth,
Yeah.
roast us, do whatever you like.
Yeah, we accept all forms of hate.
Yeah, let us know how you feel,
But yeah.
whether you agree or disagree. We want to hear your opinions.
All I'm gonna say is you guys are lucky I don't have access to the YouTube.
Jeez. Oh boy. All right. Well,
I'm
yeah.
gonna let Jorie Mickens keep doing his thing over there.
So we gotta keep it cordial in the comments. Yeah. But yeah, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in as always. Shout out LeBron, the LeDecision. Shout out Philly. Shout out Summer League. And yeah. Shout out Spain, who won the World Cup also.
Lamine Yamal,
Yeah.
young
Shout out
goat.
LeBron. Shout out Spain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But
Also, my girlfriend Molly says hi. I told her I would give her the shout out.
there you
What a
go.
great guy. What a great boyfriend.
On the pod. Get her on the pod so she can talk ball.
She doesn't know nothing about ball. If you guys want to talk baseball, she can go back and forth with Toby about how the Phillies are better than the Yankees. But
I mean, did we just see what happened? You were at the game.
yeah, I was at the game. Nice little 3-1 win by the Yankees.
Oh yeah.
What are the Yankees?
Yeah, no, that's she only knows anything about the Phillies. Like not even about baseball, just only the Phillies.
Respect, respect.
Yeah, man.
She did say she would go to a Knicks Sixers game with me though.
Oh,
All right.
Ooh.
that's gonna be lit.
I got to see the goat. I got to see
Let go.
Daughters.
Nah, we all got to go to a Sixers game this year.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
LeBum.
Oh my
You gotta clip that. You gotta clip that, Jorie.
Love bomb.
What were you gonna say, Toby? You said it in the group chat. What were you gonna say on the pod?
What do you mean?
You said it
That
in
was
the group
Duck and
chat the other day, and Jory told you to say it on the pod. You were gonna make some kind of guarantee about somebody.
Oh,
I don't know.
wait,
I
yeah,
can't remember.
wait,
I have to
wait.
look back.
You were saying a little something about the Sixers guaranteeing that they wouldn't win at all. They weren't winning the championship.
Oh yeah. I didn't get a chance to really break that down, but yeah, I will make a strong prediction today that I guarantee you the Sixers will not win a championship this year.
There you go.
I'm very, very confident about that. And anybody that wants to argue with me, just message me. My DMs are open. There's not a shot on this planet that they win a championship.
With
100%
LeGoat,
guaranteed.
there's always a shot.
Mm-mm. Nope.
That's why he's the GOAT, Toby.
No. No, I'm not. I won't. I'm not going to get into all of it now, but I'll be talking about it throughout the season.
All right. We like guarantees. We like predictions on the show. So, yeah, man. But yeah. Shout out everyone that's been following. But yeah, well, that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hopping on the pod as always, boys. And yeah, until next time,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
be seeing you.
Thanks for tapping in. See ya.